I was listening to a book this weekend, and it was about coaching, and it said, when I come across somebody who has a bowl full of whipped cream, I throw some shit in it. And when I meet someone who has a bowl full of shit, I give them some whipped cream. And I promise we're going to make that connect to standards today.
What in the hell? This is not what I expected. Standards. I think you have to have higher standards for yourself if you want to get to the next level. If you don't want to get to the next level, you don't.
Next Level Nation, today for episode number 2136, your standards matter more than anyone else's. So why am I talking about poop in whipped cream? I was listening to...
I thought in a million years that's where you were going to go.
Yeah, no, I listened to a book. I finished up...
What book?
The Talent Code by Daniel Coyle, I believe.
Did you talk about the whipped cream?
At the very end. The very end.
I don't remember.
I listened to it on the plane ride home from Myrtle Beach. And he was talking about somebody who was a coach. And the coach said, when I work with kids, the way I give feedback is if I'm working with a kid who has a life filled with whipped cream, their life is just whipped cream, it's sweet, it's easy, it's amazing, I throw some shit in there. AKA, I give them extra feedback because they need it. If I'm working with a kid who has nothing but shit in their bowl and everything is terrible, I'm giving them some whipped cream. I'm giving them extra love. I'm giving them extra support. I'm helping them raise their standards as opposed to live up to my own standards. So as you know, maybe, and if you don't, it doesn't surprise me because you have more important things to know than where I'm flying and going to in the world. But I went to Myrtle Beach last week for a golf outing. My buddy Matt's birthday's coming up. I'm the best man. That was the plan. We did it. And essentially everybody there is a better golfer than me. Everybody there actually practices golf. They're in leagues, whatever. And I have not played golf, actually gone to a golf course in like 15 years. Been a minute. Been a long time.
Yeah, not a sport you can take time off of.
No, not that much time. For
humbling
sure.
As hell.
Especially when you're already not good.
Mm-hmm.
And I went and I was like, hey, I'm going to suck. So just let me,
Real quick.
Yeah.
Was it you are letting the team, is it pick the best ball, like tournament style?
No, this was you play your own ball. Play your own ball.
So then you're not holding anyone else back. Who cares if you suck?
Well, there's somebody in the cart with you that has to bring you to all the balls. So you fire a ball into the woods, they got to take you to go look for it. It's a whole thing. Luckily, Matt was in my cart one day, and then Eddie, one of my other buddies, was in my cart the other day. But I realized pretty quickly that I was getting babied, not in a bad way. I needed it in the beginning, for sure. I mean, we pulled up, so we went to Myrtle Beach, and we went to this resort called Legends, and it's just a golf resort. And it has some really nice courses. And the day we went, we had an early tee time, and when we pulled up, Alan, it was like 500 people just getting into golf carts, and I was like, oh my God, this is going to be terrible. This is going to be terrible. But I realized pretty quickly that most of the standards that the guys had for me were low. So they were just like, Kev, don't worry about it. Here, I'll give you a bunch of balls. Don't worry about it. You can lose them all.
Who's the best golfer you guys played with?
There was another guy named Matt, who is like, he plays in leagues. He's really good. Like, he just goes wherever he wants, essentially.
I assume nobody babied him.
No. And he was super supportive of me, which was great. The lesson I learned was if I just let them baby me the whole time, I wouldn't have gotten any better. I would have gotten through the trip, and I would have gotten through the days, and I probably would have felt really good about myself thinking, oh, I did way better than everybody thought I was going to do. And that was the thing. Everybody's like, oh, yeah, I'm super surprised how good you are. Thank you. And I'm an athlete, and I can do better than that. I can do better than that. Let me do better than that. So we played 2 days in a row. So the second day, I got up. I worked in the morning.
You just hammering balls into the woods. Oh,
I'm telling you.
Keep it up, Kev. You're amazing. You're doing so good.
Well, so here's the thing.
It's hilarious.
First shot went into the woods, and the second shot was a beautiful shot. And everybody's like, just forget the first shot. Don't count it. I was like, I have to count it. It happened. They're like, Kev, it doesn't matter that much. It's not.
Just forget that episode.
It's not that big of a deal. Well, that's my mindset, right? Like, no, I have to. That's how I'm going to get better at this. So the second day, I went early to the course, and we got free driving range. So you could go to the driving range and hit as many balls as you want. So I hit 120 golf balls in 100-degree weather to try to get my swing right. I can get my swing right.
Nice.
And then we went out, and I essentially played exactly the same as I did the day before, but I felt more comfortable. And Eddie kept saying...
You mean the same as in the score?
Same as in the score. But my confidence was better, and I made some good shots, all things considered. It was good. And I had a blast. It was a really good time. So Eddie was like, Kev, you're overthinking it, man. Like, if you hit one into the woods, tee it up again, and don't worry about it. And I said, Eddie, I have to worry about it. I have to. It's not detrimental to me. I'm competitive. So that night, we went and played darts. I think I've played darts a couple times in the past. And we were playing, and I was doing pretty good. And then I missed a shot, and somebody was like, Kev, it's not that big of, like, don't worry about it. You don't ever do this. No, I need to worry about this. My standards for myself have to be higher than your standards and expectations of me. And that is the lesson in today's episode. But it also goes the other way.
How different was that experience than what it is working with me?
Drastically different. Yeah,
don't drastically
different. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's not that big of a deal.
It's worry about every single little mistake.
But in a way, it's not, though, because it's like, yes, worry about every little mistake, but it's not the end of the world. Just don't do it again. Like, we'll learn from it, right? So I don't want to make it seem as bad as it could sound with that. It's not that bad. So we were playing darts. I was doing pretty well. And then I was missing shots. At this point, the whiskey was rolling. It was flowing like the salmon of the Capistrano, obviously. And people were trying to bail me out. Like, Kev, you never play. Don't worry about it. I was like, you have to understand, I need to get good at this. I don't do things just to do things. I want to get good at them. I don't have to be the best, but I need to get good. And that was a lesson for me. If you're doing better than you expected, raise your standards and don't let the people around you cloud your judgment and make you feel like you're the best, because you're already doing better than you expect. You need someone to say, like, all right, now let's test it. Like, let's try this. Try this club. Try this shot. Whatever.
So they're trying to throw more whipped cream in your whipped cream.
And the whipped cream, I already have more whipped cream in my bowl than I thought I was going to. I thought I was going to be filled with shit.
Nice.
You give me some whipped cream. It's more whipped cream than I thought. I don't need any more whipped cream. But on the other end, if you are doing something for the first time...
I'm so sorry. I just started laughing. I'm so sorry.
You're good.
Number one, I'm happy to be back. This is good.
Same.
It hasn't been that long. It's been 3 days. It feels like 3 years. I also just picture me draining them on you at Next Level Hope Foundation with no remorse, you know?
Well, but I told you at one point, I said, like, don't take it easy. Don't take it easy.
I did. Not this past one.
That's
man.
good.
15-0, baby.
That's good. I don't. Now, if you're playing with 5-year-olds, you probably shouldn't dunk on them, right? Like,
true.
that's what I'm getting at. And there have been situations in the past where Alan and I would get like mommed by people where they would say, "Oh no, don't talk about you're not out of shape." Look, I'm not saying I'm out of shape to make you tell me I'm not out of shape. That's not why I'm saying it. I'm saying it because I am out of shape.
Yeah.
And I have been on a bodybuilding stage in my underwear, and you could see every vein and every muscle. I am out of shape compared to where I've been and where I know I could be. Don't save me from this.
Nice.
That's not why I'm saying. I'm not saying it to get saved. I'm saying it because I think it's accurate. You got to be very careful with whose standards you accept.
I'm saying it because it's accurate.
It's accurate to
why
me.
I say things.
It's accurate to me. It doesn't have to be accurate to somebody else necessarily, right?
I'm going to give the darker side of this for a second. When Kevin and I used to get mommed, or dadded, depending on if it's a male or female, when we used to say we're out of shape, they'd say, no, you're in, it's like, no, listen, here's the darker side. We're in better shape than you.
That's fair.
We're comparing to our best. But we weren't confident enough, and we didn't want to be dicks. Okay,
yes,
part of it is we didn't want to be dicks and say, hey, listen, you don't have to mom me. Like, I'm in way better shape than you are. I used to think they knew that. Can you imagine? I mean, you saying, hey, man, I'm kind of out of shape. And then me in worse shape than you being like, no, Kev, you're in really good. It's like, Alan, shut your fucking mouth, man.
But I think that's usually the way it goes.
Than you.
I think it's the way it goes usually is somebody says something like that, and it's from an insecure place.
Yeah.
You
so think people thought we were insecure?
I think most people, all it is you're presenting a bowl of shit. Let me throw some whipped cream on it. That's all it is.
Yeah.
In reality, it's already it's a bowl of whipped cream to me.
I know.
Because I know I can do it. That's why I'm saying it, because I know I can do it. I know I could get better at golf. I'm certain of it. Certain of it. I just would need to do it a little bit more than never. And I could get better? Am I ever going to be the best? No, obviously not.
You know, one thing that we've taken a huge L on? Our desire to be accurate, and I'll blame myself for this because it's more me than you. I don't care at all whether I'm good or bad. I only care about accuracy. Like when I say I'm out of shape compared to me in my bodybuilding days, I'm significantly more out of shape than I was back then in terms of body comp. That doesn't mean I'm not statistically in great shape.
Yeah.
But no one's going to think through all that. They're not going to be like, oh, Alan actually thinks he's in great shape compared to the statistical norm, but he's actually comparing to his old best. Yeah, no. Everyone has a life beyond being able to care about that.
Yes.
But you and I have taken a big L by, I think in hindsight, I probably wouldn't have said. It's annoying to me, though, because I actually do think I'm out of shape. Right now, I think I'm out of shape as fuck. Like, I'm not kidding. It bothers me daily. I think some people would hear that and go, oh, well, I love my body. It's like, no. I like my body better than you do. I just want to be better. It's all based on what's possible. I'm never basing it based on my current. And what's my point for the listener? Standards. I'm comparing to my standards. Compared to my standards, I'm here. If you're on YouTube, I'm holding my standards are high, let's say 10, and I'm at a 6. If 10 is the best I've ever been, I'm at a 6 right now. So when I say I'm out of shape, I only mean I'm a 6 out of 10 compared to my standards. Now, if I were to compare statistically, I would be a 10. Does anyone know that when I say that?
I don't think most people are thinking about it that way. I think they're thinking about what their inner dialogue would be if they were saying the thing out loud. I think.
NLU listener, what is happening? I just wanted to jump in here and let you know if you want to get to the next level faster, we have a free virtual monthly meetup at the first Thursday of every month. You can connect with like-minded people and become a bigger part of this amazing global community. The link to register will be in the show notes.
Well, I remember we had a mentor one time who's like, oh, I'm broke as shit. And we were like, but he had millions of dollars. And he's like, well, I'm broke, but I still fly first class. It's like, brother, you're not broke. Oh, wait, you're broke compared to...
No, but I actually agreed with him.
I didn't.
Dude, he was being dumb with money.
Yeah, but he still had more... He had more money than I ever had.
I agreed with him. I think he was being stupid, and I think he was broke.
But that's you. That's you. You're thinking through everything. You're thinking all the way down. In my mind, it was like, dude, what? I just watched you buy a new car and not even think about it.
Yeah. Remember when we went into the Tesla dealership? He's like, you think I should get this?
Yeah.
It's like $250,000.
Yeah.
That is broke for him, though.
I know, but it takes awareness to know that.
Yeah.
You know, anybody else that says they're broke, you're thinking...
Their bank account says zero.
You're thinking you're not going to be able to pay your bills.
What he was really saying is my income is really low compared to what it used to be, and I'm spending more than I'm making. That's what he should have said.
What he should have said is my income is below my standards.
Right.
That's
his income's way below his standards.
It's all you got to say.
His income was so far below his standards at that time. But yeah, that makes a lot of sense. No one else would hear him say that and then think he's actually broke, right?
No, but nobody would hear him say what? I think he was broke.
Like when he says, "Hey, I'm sucking in finance," because that's what he would say. He's like, "I'm kind of sucking." It's like, yeah, you kind of are, to be honest with you.
I think it would depend on what you saw. If you saw the way he lived, I would never think that. No.
Yeah, it really is all relative to your own inner standards, and this is why the social world is so hard for me. So I don't want to make it about me, but I do think that's the lesson.
Well, I think that's why this is such an important thing because, again, I'm realizing that what we like to do is we like to take things that happen and then just like peel the onion and peel the onion and peel the onion. Mm-hmm. And that was the first thing I thought is like, maybe I would hit a ball, I'd fire a ball into the woods, and I would get so fucking angry. I wanted to snap the club over my knees.
Nice.
And I think they thought that was me like giving up on myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like, no. I just need to do better. I need to figure out what went wrong. I'm obsessed with figuring out what went wrong. I need to know what went wrong. I'm just upset that I don't know yet.
And they didn't think you were actually flustered.
Like, I don't know.
They probably did because they're not used to someone.
I would understand if they did because we're at a very well-known golf course and there's a bunch of really good people and I'm the scrub of the group who doesn't golf, right? Like, And that's been a known thing since the beginning of like, yeah, I'm going to see what happens. I'm doing this because Matt loves golf. I don't love golf necessarily.
For the listeners and or viewers, what is the takeaway? I've been saying this a lot lately. The Compound Effect is a book that I recommend. It's not because it's a well-written book. It's just because the principle is so powerful. Rationality, my favorite book ever written by Steven Pinker. I don't necessarily like Steven Pinker or the whole book. I just love that concept, rationality. And I now realize I've been so poor in communicating these things. So my takeaway, my next level lesson for this episode would be, when are you being babied because you're saying something that maybe in the social world is being misinterpreted? And that's happened to me a ton. Like anyone who, I think back in literally 6-7 years ago, I remember I talked to my mom. I've told this story before. I said, Mom, why are you trying to teach me business? And she's like, well, what do you mean? I said, I have a master's in business. I have a computer engineering degree. I made more money by the time I was 23 times probably 5 than you ever have. I'm not trying to be mean, but like, why are you telling me how to run my business? I have a mentor with a net worth of $150 million. I just got sushi last week with the CEO of $1 billion robotics company. Like, why are you telling me how to run my company? And I remember after that, she never did again. And it's like, oh, so you never thought through any of that? She just never thought about it? It's like, don't give advice when you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You know? Like, I never do that.
I think people are trying to give support. That's why I think the question, are you looking for a shoulder or are you looking for strategy, is so important. Dude, how many times have you come to me and I try to solve your problems and you're just like, dude, I just need to talk about it. Like, I'll figure it out. Like, that's my natural tendency, is I want to help you solve your problems.
But
I did it today. I fucking did it today. I was like, well, what about this? And then I was like, oh, never mind. Nope. Take that back.
But that was actually something that you do have merit to talk about, though. I think a lot of people... Yeah, okay,
The only way you know if you have merit is if you know how much the other person knows.
Yeah. Which they don't know. That's ultimately what it comes down to, is no one was thinking through all that. That's really what it comes down to. It's just no one's thinking through everything My mom never thought of all that.
No.
I remember thinking to myself, like, what the fuck is going on here?
If she thought of all that, she would be more successful in business than you, maybe. Or
I know.
More successful in business, hypothetically.
Yeah. I never realized I had to connect all those dots for her in order to, because she really probably, on some level, was trying to help. But it's like, Mom, you can help me in a lot of ways, but it can't be this one.
Yeah.
You never led a team or built a business. Like, what are we doing here? So, yeah, I didn't understand the implications of all this back in the day. So, humble pie, and I'm never letting that mistake happen again.
Well, that's why I love
What's your next level lesson?
I love these chats because it's different, right? It's like, I don't know. Is this a fundamental? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. But I think it's one of those things where when you start to understand it, you start to see it everywhere. Go ahead.
We're not okay, so we're doing very well in business, but I'm still struggling in business to get to the next level. But do you think when you complain, it almost opens up the door? We're not.
Well, I know.
Oh. We're struggling compared to where we're trying to go. We're not.
But it depends on who's listening. I remember I had a friend one time who said, dude, if you ever need anything, I got you. It's like, I appreciate that. I do. I appreciate the fact that you're thinking about me and you care about me. But I mean this with all the love and the most humility I possibly can. There is very little I could come to you with that you could actually help me decipher. Just because your standards for yourself are so much lower than my standards for myself are in my future, that I don't need someone to talk to. I don't need, I'm not looking for somebody that I can complain to. That's not really what I'm looking for at this stage. I'm not saying, like, if that's what you're looking for, that's fine. I'm not making that wrong. Because that's the other thing, too, is my standards for the way I communicate my problems are different than they've ever been. 5 years ago, I probably did a lot of bitching. I just don't complain as much as I used to because now I have more belief that I actually know how to fix the problem. So I don't complain as much. So yeah, I do. I bitch a lot. It's less than ever. Next level lesson for this episode would be, there are a lot of people out there that are unintentionally going to try to save you from resistance, and that resistance is actually what creates the growth. So make sure you're taking the right amount of resistance on, because if you're not, you're also avoiding growth whether you know it or not. That's what I would say.
Nice. Well
you
said.
Dig? Thank you. I appreciate it so much. I haven't had a whiskey in 24 hours, so it's starting to cycle out. You know, I feel really good.
Getting the sharpness right back.
Getting the sharpness right back. All right, cool. All right, speaking of getting the sharpness right back, every single month we do a free Next Level U monthly meetup. I don't know what the title is because I have yet again been fired from another department, but Alan will tell you about it.
So we do have a meetup on August 7th. The link will be in the show notes to register for that. Mark your calendars. I want to read a message privately that I got today. Hey, Alan, can you tell me what it's going to take to join your book club and fitness club, specifically not just the tech side, but also what it requires from me to show up well and extract as much value as I can?
Great question.
What an awesome message to get. Shout out
question.
to you, by the way. I know he listens. I will keep it anonymous.
Can we get a first name or no?
I'm not going to.
Okay, fair.
Yeah,
fair,
I'm not going to on this one.
Fair.
Thank you, though. But you know who you are. Thank you so much for messaging me on WhatsApp. And yes, I'm going to invite you into both of them and respond to your message as soon as possible, hopefully today, at latest tomorrow. But if anyone else wants to be a part of book club or our fitness group, please reach out to Kevin or myself, DM us on Instagram, or email us, both of which will be in the show notes.
Boom. As always, we love you. We appreciate you. Grateful for each and every one of you. And at NLU, we do not have fans. We have family. We will talk to you all tomorrow.
Keep it next level. Next Level Nation.